In today's video, we move back over to the House of Tropics once again for episode 4, where we build a very detailed enclosure for the Pygmy Hippos, an animal that I have never built for in the game. So let's experience it together, and let's get to it. Alright, hello, and welcome to episode 4, numero 4. How do you say 4 in Spanish? I don't know. Put it up on screen. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to an episode of the House of Tropics, and today we are back. Today we are working on a new enclosure, and honestly a new section of the entire house. We've been kind of expanding around the building so far, and kind of going as we, build the building itself. The whole building isn't really completed. We just kind of keep adding walls and roofs to it and just keep making it bigger, which honestly I don't really have a master plan for this project. I just kind of keep putting new stuff on. Some animals that I like, some animals that you guys requested. We're just kind of doing a mix and match and seeing where it takes us, because I don't really have, we don't have a book with zoos, so I'm just kind of making some enclosures for animals we haven't yet. So today, speaking of that, we are building an enclosure for the Pygmy Hippo, and this was one I especially wanted to do. I was searching through about last week. I was searching through what animals I could do, because I wasn't really having a lot of motivation. And I was kind of scrolling through the animals and stuff, and it's I could do a Pygmy Hippo maybe. And then I was like, wait, we haven't actually done a good enclosure for that, or even a hippo in general. So it's yeah, of course we should do that. And I also wanted to do something on the other side of where the otters are, because right now you have the entrance at the beginning of the building, and then if you go to your right, you have the leopards and the peccaries and giant anteaters mixed enclosures, which we built in the last episode. If you did not see that, if you're a fan of the series and you didn't see episode 3, I know that one got significantly less amount of engagement than the last 2 episodes, the otters and the leopards. So if you did miss that video, I'll link it in the iCard above, or if you want to wait till later, then I'll link it down in the description below and you can check that out. I just want to make sure you guys are seeing this stuff, because I don't want you to miss an episode and then fall behind on the master plan for the House of Tropics. So if you go to that right side of the building, you have the pigs and leopards, and on the left side you have the otters and now the hippos. So I started making this kind of bridgeway kind of thing here. I wanted to add some elevation, because what we've had so far mostly is pretty much flat. So I wanted to have some elevation for the guests to go up in this little lookout, and I reused the railing that we did, I think, for the boar enclosure last time, not the peccaries, all the way back in February. I made a really cool fence, and I think it's also in a blueprint somewhere on the Steam Workshop that I've posted. But it's a really useful fence. I color changed it to a greenish kind of thing to fit in, to pop some color into the build, and then it turned out really nice. I combined the concrete and that fence, and then I added foliage along the bottom layer, right in front of it, so that way we can have kind of a forest, kind of a nice shrublands in the background to blend everything in. I wanted to have the gray concrete bridge, but also have a lot of bright elements, the foliage and the railings. And I think it turned out really nicely, honestly. I do plan to continue this bridgeway, because you'll see at the end of the video, the bridge just kind of stops. So you go up this little staircase, and then you go through, you look at the hippos in the distance, and then it just stops. So in the next video, maybe at some point we might return to the other side of the building, I don't know. But at some point we will add another animal, maybe 2, to that bridge, and you guys can actually vote or leave a comment down below what animal you guys want to see. So I'm kind of thinking something medium size that doesn't climb. I could do something that climbs, but I want to save that for later. I remember on the first episode of the series, I got a bunch. I asked you guys what animals you guys wanted to see, and I got a bunch of requests for any type of primate, like gibbons or orangutans or gorillas. And I do like the suggestions, but looking at it now, I don't want to overcrowd the house with primates. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think we will make some sort of project that is more surrounded by primates, maybe a primate house, something like that in the future. That way I don't want to overcrowd this house with too many animals. I want to keep it low-key. That way, if any point of a DLC comes along and we want to start a new project, we can quickly wrap this one up, if that makes sense. I don't want this to be, we've already spent 3 months, I think, 3 or 4 months. I think we started this with probably the end of March, so it's around 3 months. On this, I don't want it to be a whole year project. We're already almost probably a third done. Again, I really don't know how big this is going to get. I just kind of want to get it to a point where I can stop it at any point, like wrap it up when like something new comes along, maybe, because I know we are we might be approaching the end of support for Planet Zoo. We know we're gonna have one more DLC left. We know that confirmed. We may have another one after that. We may not. I really don't know. And I'm gonna touch on that in another video that is going to be coming out hopefully this week, because I think I don't even know when this video is posted. So on to another thing. I'm gonna kind of stray away from the building here. At this point, I'm just kind of filling foliage and stuff with the in the outdoor section. So that's pretty much what we usually do, using a bunch of tropical plants, using the classic stalagmite, I don't know what you would call those, like cliffs, I guess. Just putting them around the habitat, mixing some temperate rocks. It just makes it look like really natural and like just kind of like lush. I didn't want to overcrowd it with trees though, so I kind of kept, I think I only put like 2 trees in the enclosure, so I wanted to keep it just flat, kind of like just a slight elevation with just some plain grass, because I know hippo habitats, I did like up a couple hippo enclosures, and I've actually been to a few hippo enclosures in zoos, and they don't have a lot of trees. They just mostly like either really muddy or just a lot of grass kind of areas like spread out. So I tried to put the trees near the fences so they don't get into the way of the hippos. But anyway, looking into the future of probably just this month, I don't know what's gonna happen with a DLC or anything like that. I'm thinking that I'll get into this more in the next video, or video last time. I don't know when this video is going out, honestly. I don't know what's going to happen with the DLC that's going to be coming out. I don't know if it's going to come out this month, if it's coming out next month. I know they usually like to use the unlocked stream to advertise the DLC. Like I think the last time with the Barnyard DLC, we had an announcement, and then on the stream they went over all the animals, and then we had a release the following week. I don't know if they're going to do that this week, or sorry, I don't know if they're going to do that this time and wait till the end of July, or they're going to do something in the middle of July. It could already be released by the time this video is going out. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not. I don't think it will be. It could be released in August. We don't know. Because they said on the stream that it will be later this year, I'm assuming that means summer, because I don't think they would stretch it too much longer after that. Probably somewhere in August. Back to the build. So we've wrapped up. Soon we're gonna wrap up doing the outside enclosure. I don't know how much I recorded doing the interior part. The interior part was actually kind of interesting and cool to build, because it's different from the last times. I thought it would turn out just like the otter enclosure, or sorry, the otter indoor area, where we just have a bunch of windows and just like a bunch of underwater stuff. And the one I went a different route with this one, and it turned out really cool. I have like the window, obviously the entire thing is just a glass window. There's no concrete in it like last time. There's almost like 2 different paths you can take as you walk through the hallway. There is like in the back path against the wall, you just go straight and you stay on the same height as you always do. But then in the front near the glass, there's kind of like a ledge down, like a slope, and then you can go under and see the hippos in the water. Now you can kind of see under the water when you're still standing on like the regular surface, but when you go into that little like crevice, it'll make more sense when I'm actually showing it in like the cinematic shots or when I'm building it. But when you go underneath, like down the stairs, still at that glass window, it looks really cool, because I think hippos don't actually really swim. They do swim obviously because they use their feet to paddle, but they mostly just stay on the bottom layer of like the ground, like under the water. They usually walk around underneath the water. So it's cool. I thought it would be a cool idea to have like a shot where the people could see at the bottom of the lake, or the bottom of like that little pond. They don't have underwater viewing on the outside area, because I wanted to keep that just as like a natural pond, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. But I did want to give them something to look forward to for the hippos underneath the water. So in the interior area you'll see that. Other than that, it was it's pretty regular. I put another one of those little tables I used in the leopard enclosure for like the kids to use, just to like learn about the animals in that little corner. And then we have a few more signs. I got a pack from, I cannot remember who it is. I feel like I want to say leader. I don't know if that's right. I'll link it down below. It is like a giant info sign pack. It is so cool. It is amazing. It doesn't use like the actual like boards or anything. It's just like it's beautiful. You'll see it in the cinematic shots. I don't think I recorded me putting them in, but it's great. I made my own custom paneling, as I always do for like the boards, so that also looks really cool. I think I've reached like the peak of my designing skills for like the boards for now. I've reached a design that I actually really like, so I feel like every time I make a board recently, I want to replace it with a better one. But I think right now I'm pretty satisfied with the ones we've made for this one. And I'm gonna try and do other boards like that for the other enclosures. I think we did that for the peccary enclosure as well, but I want to do that for the otters and leopards. So just catch that up and make things look good again. So that's really all I have to say about the actual project. We talked about that. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to talk about the DLC too much, because we either have a video out already, or there's gonna be a speculation video coming out in the next week. That I'll go more into that. I tried to keep that one short. Like, I know the last couple of speculation videos have been like, I think we actually did like, what, 2 speculation videos? And they were both like probably 20 minutes. So this time I tried to keep it short. I think it's only be like 10 minutes. So I want to keep it short and sweet. But I definitely recommend, if it's not out yet, definitely recommend you guys watch that, because it's not going to be the same as the last speculation video. It's going to be something new. I know the last speculation video we did like Latin America, what else? Americas, and around the world, like a world tour thing. This time it's not going to be the same. I'm going to do one of those ideas, and I'm going to do something brand new. But I think makes a lot of sense, and I'm very confident that I know what the next DLC is. I really hope I do. I think I think I know what it is if it is the last one. And that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. You have to watch the video, the speculation video coming out soon. That's really all I gotta say, guys. I'm hoping we're wrapping up on the the speed build part of this video. I can't remember anything that I built that really needs too much attention. It's other than the stuff we covered, like the bridge and the underwater viewing. It's really similar to the stuff we've already been doing. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to log off from my voiceovering for this video. I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. Stay tuned for the cinematic shots at the end. I'll probably come in a few minutes. Yeah, that's all I got to say. If you did enjoy, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, because that lets me know that if you guys are enjoying the videos, which is the whole point of me making videos, just to entertain you guys and help you guys out and inspire you guys to make your own builds. So if you want to see, like I said, we got lots of videos coming out this month. So if you don't want to miss those, I promise there are some good ones coming out. Please hit the subscribe button, because it means the world to me. It helps the channel out, and I'm helping you. I'm doing you a favor. You don't get to miss the videos, because who would want to miss the videos? I mean, come on. This is awkward now, isn't it? Alright, I hope you all enjoy. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. Enjoy the cinematic shots.